Yeah, I got a great feeling. I was worried about like how much ball washing I was going to do when we got on this podcast because I loved the movie so much. It was
well, you don't have to do that. I literally all I did was stand on. It's acting. You stand on a piece of tape and you say what somebody else wrote. So.
Oh, okay. It's stand-up comedy. You just stand on stage and make jokes. You can do that with anything, Bill.
Yeah, but with stand-up comedy, it's just like the crowd can like attack you and you get humiliated and you're up there by yourself. No one can say like, okay, cut. All right, now in this one, try it this way.
Right. But when was the last time you bombed, Bill?
Huh?
When was the last time you bombed? Has it been a long time?
Oh, no.
Really?
No, it was recent.
Get out of here.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I bet it's a different kind of bombing. It's because I know how to do it. I can handle it.
Yeah.
It's like getting down by 20 and you don't panic. Like, right. All right, halftime.
We're fine.
Game of runs. Yeah. I can get them back. Let's see. I did, right before the pandemic, I was popping into like bars that were doing stand-up just because I just had a bunch of stuff I wanted to try out. And the Comedy Store is just jam-packed every night. And there was somebody up in the belly room, because I usually go up to the belly room to try stuff out. And I was just like, hey, let me get out of this area. And I went, and it was, I don't know, it was just a very, it was almost like a radio audience. Like, we appeal to white males, 18 to 34. Yeah. This was like, I don't know what the deal was, but I just got a lot of oohs and it was like I was bombing, but probably maybe last summer, I was trying out this bit about this lesbian who bumped into me on purpose. And I did the bit and I got like halfway through it. And I didn't realize it was sort of the gay show. I should have known because it was all these penises with the balls, all like these little paper. I don't know why.
You probably should have noticed. Yeah.
I don't know why. Because on the straight show, there's not like vaginas with a dick going into it. I don't understand. And especially when you have all these extreme people on the right saying they're ungodly and all this type of shit, you're kind of steering into it that when, okay, it's gay night and then there's a bunch of dicks on the stage, but whatever. Wasn't my party. I crashed it. So I went up on stage and I did the bit and it was my first night telling it. And I got about 3/4 of the way through it and these two women yelled out in unison. So I think they planned it. They said, lesbians aren't trying to be men. Or lesbians aren't men or something. And I don't know, I got into it with them. It escalated to a fuck you. And, it was classic stand-up comedy security. They kicked the person out just a half an inch past the door. Don't lock the door. And then they're like, well, that's that. So I got off stage and I was like, where are they? They're like, oh, they're gone. I'm like, they're gone? He goes, yeah. I'm like, all right. So I put the hoodie up. Start walking through the restaurant, anticipating the second I get outside, they're going to be there, right? I didn't even get outside. They were at the bar. Hey, fuck you, fuck all that stuff, right? And I gave it right back to them. I looked like I was arguing a call with two female umpires. So then I walked down the street, and it took me about 3 days before I kind of came down from it, and I was thinking like, all right, do I want to be doing that? Not like I was like mad for 3 days, but every time I think of it, I'd be like, I'd be whispering to myself, and maybe if you let me finish the fucking joke, saying all the shit I wanted to say, right? Yeah. I just started thinking like, all right, is that the reaction that you want from that joke? No.
Right. Not worth it, right?
You still want to tell a story? Yes. Then you need to tell a story that this story, the way a lesbian's going to hear it and not think that is going to hear it the way that I'm saying it and don't think that I'm like some Trump supporter, blah, 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 blah. And it ended up being a great bomb because like within 6 weeks of that, I remember being in LA and I did the same joke. And this lesbian came up to me afterwards and she goes, I felt like you were talking about my life. And I was just like, cause that's what I was going for. What it ended up becoming, it's a long story. I ended up meeting somebody on the film who was gay, and I was bitching about my wife one day, and she started bitching about her girlfriend, and it was the exact same conversation. I was like, "Holy shit!" And then that became the in.
Right.
That became the in on the joke.
Right.
And then it became, rather than, this straight guy saying this shit about this lesbian, we all became people dating women.
Right.
And the whole thing
Common
came
ground.
together. So, yeah. So that's the thing, too, why, during this whole time when, people will film like a little clip and then be like, oh, he said that and that means this and blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, like jokes are just constantly like a work in progress. Or even like, I'm reading this book right now called The Code. Did you guys ever read that? It's a hockey book.
No, I don't think
This
so.
guy, I think it's Ross Bernstein, Joe Bartnick. I don't know if you guys had him on yet. Joe Bartnick from the Puck Off podcast. He gave it to me and I finally got around to reading it. And they were talking about that Todd Bertuzzi hit. Right. And I remember when they showed it and I was like, oh man, oh God, that's terrible and everything. And this book gets into all the soap opera that leads up to the moment and talks about how ESPN, all these people don't watch hockey, just watch the moment.